5 and welcome to Monday's RE lesson with me, Miss Medlicott. In today's lesson, we are going to be looking at what a place of worship is and what it is for. We're going to be understanding the importance of places of worship for people who follow a particular religion, and we're also going to look at what prayer is and understand a little bit more about that. So, to start with, what do you think a place of worship is? Before we talk about the vocabulary of that, I'd like to find out what you already know, what you already think. Now, this is a thinking activity and writing down some ideas on a page, and I've included here some pictures and just to sort of support you a little bit, but we will be going through this in a bit more detail after you've had a chance to mind map your ideas. So what do you think a place of worship is? Pause the video to write your ideas. Okay, so hopefully you understand that a place of worship is a special place, particularly in religion. It is usually a particular building that is specially designed for worship, for devotion to God or to the important aspects of the religion. So here we've got that it's a specially designed space or consecrated structure. That means it's been specially blessed for individuals or a group of people to come to show their love and devotion to their religion. That might include praying to a god. It might include showing devotion to particular parts of the religion, and also to study, to engage with thought and prayer in a special place. So worship it's about remembering, it's about giving thanks, submitting to, so in other words, showing your love and devotion for something, for praise. And it's also about restraining from social wrong, so making sure that you make the right choices, good choices, and not doing the wrong things that would harm others. Communal worship is the sense of doing this as a community or as a collective or a group. It's about a shared identity. Maybe wear clothing, particular types of clothing, and have particular rituals, customs, traditions. It's about witnessing, so seeing things for yourself, praising of each other. The sense of community, of being part of a group. And you will be familiar with that if you're part of a place of worship yourself, if you attend a particular place of worship, or even if you're part of a club or a group, you know that sense of belonging to a group, of being a member of something, of working together with others. There is also, in communal worship, symbolism, so how objects represent other things, the representation of important aspects of religion. And there might also be idol worship. So this could be if you have particular statues or artifacts or relics that you are worshipping. But that's not the same for every religion. So let's have a little look at some examples of places of worship. In the faith of Islam, Muslims would attend a mosque. In Christianity, Christians would attend a church. In the faith of Judaism, Jewish people would go to the synagogue. This is an example of a Buddhist temple. So those following Buddhism would visit a Buddhist temple. We have here an example of a Hindu temple. So those of the Hindu faith, who follow Hinduism, would come to a Hindu temple. Those who follow Sikhism would go to the Sikh Gurdwara. So this is a specially designed building, a consecrated building for Sikhs. I'd like you now to have a think about what differences and similarities did you see in the places of worship? So that's your first question to consider and to write your answers for. Have you ever been in a place of worship? If so, what do you remember about it? Pause the video to write your answers down. Okay, so thinking about some similarities, we could say that they are all specially designed. that they are quite eye-catching buildings, each in their own way, that they do stand out, that they are usually very detailed decoration, what we say ornately decorated, so very fine ornaments and decorations on the outside to show that it is a special building. In terms of differences, the size, the shapes are different. On the outside you might have different colours, the roofs might be different, there might be symbolism of different buildings. There are going to be all sorts of similarities and differences that we'll see in places of worship. I wonder, have you ever been to a place of worship or places of worship, and what do you remember about them? So, as I've mentioned, a place of worship is a special place where people can pray, engage in religious study and devotion to their faith. I'd like you to think of and draw a picture of a place that is special to you. It doesn't have to be a place of worship, but it should be a place you feel thoughtful in and that you feel a sense of worth in. So when I say a sense of worth, I mean it's a place where you feel good about yourself. You feel that sense of pride and importance in yourself. It's a positive feeling that you have. It might be that your special place is a place of worship, but it doesn't have to be. So try to think of a place where you feel thoughtful and calm and you feel good in yourself, and write down and draw your ideas. Pause the video to do so. Okay, so your special place, it might have been a particular room in your home. It might be a place at school. It could be somewhere in a garden or a park. It might actually be in your grandparents' house. It might be your own bedroom. It might be a place outside in your front garden. Anywhere at all that you feel thoughtful and calm and you feel important. So let's have a little look now at what prayer is. For religious believers, praying is a way of talking to God. People pray in different ways. They might pray the same prayers at the same time every day. They might pray on their own, choosing their own words. They may pray to God or another special person or thing. They might pray silently. They might pray together, saying the same words at the same time. So it's that sense of communal prayer. They may wash before they pray. They may pray before they eat. And they might also count their prayers. So you can see that there are so many different ways of praying, and that this will vary for different believers of different faiths. Okay, I would like you, as your main task now, to make your own place of worship. Now, it might be that you do have a faith, you might believe in God, in which case you can design your place of worship around that, around your beliefs. You might not have a faith or a religion, and that is absolutely fine. In which case you've got to think about something that's really special to you. Maybe it's a particular role model or a particular idea that you really love, an activity that you really enjoy. How would you make this place of worship special to you? That it's a place where you can be thoughtful, that you can feel a good sense of worth, that you might have that kind of sense of belonging to. So design your own place of worship. Okay, so now that you've had a chance to do that, what I'd like you to do is to write down 2 things that you've learnt from today's lesson. We're going to be carrying on with worship, places of worship, in tomorrow's lesson, but we're going to focus on the religion of Hinduism, so the Hindu place of worship. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye.